Hello. This is the second part of the crank assembly. So, in the first part, we created these four parts or four components. Now it's time to assemble them. Okay. So, we're going to kind of just go straight down that list. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and turn all but the base on, or turn all of them off except for the base. Okay. Now, you've noticed if I click on the base, I can move it around. Okay, that's not very good for a base, so we need to anchor this down. So over here on where it should say base, you're going to right click and you're going to go grounded. And you will get this warning message and you just go ahead and say convert. All right, and then you'll notice that there's a little lock right here. Okay, so now if I click on the part, I can't move it. And that's what we want. We don't want this moving around. Okay, so that's it for the base. The crank, go ahead and turn it back on. Let's move this out of our way. We're going to joint these two circles together. Okay, so you're going to come up here to join. Okay, make sure it says simple. And you're going to click right here in the middle, right in that opening. Okay, you can click there and click on the same thing on the other side. You see they're going to come together, do a little dance. Okay, but we notice that they're inside each other, and that's not going to be good. Okay, you'll seize up. So on your dialog box, scroll all the way down and hit the flip button, and that'll automatically offset them. Okay, go under motion. Okay, now if you animate it, it should go around. Okay, but it's kind of going off. So we want to make sure that we're on revolve and make sure it's revolving in the right location. If it's not, you can try a different axis and you can see it will revolve differently. The one we want is that it goes around in circles, just like that. And then you're going to say, okay. So now if we grab that, we should be able to swing it up and down. All right, so now we're going to get on to the rod. Okay, let's move that out of the way. Same thing. Join. Click the inside here, inside here. Okay. Come down and hit flip so they're offset. Motion. Again, we want revolve. And animate it, make sure it is revolving in the correct way. And let's go ahead and say okay. So now, if I grab this guy, the whole thing will move. Okay. That's kind of what we want. Now the next one. This one's a little bit more tricky. We got to do more to it than just click on 2 points. Okay, so let's first line this up in the right location. Okay, so I'm just going to bring this over here. Okay, we're going to hit join or joint, and this time we're going to have it between two faces. Okay, and so you want to click on this first inside corner or face. Then either you could bring your cursor over and hit that other inside face like there, or you can rotate it. Okay, at least try to. And hit that inside face there. On the second component, we want the same thing. Okay. We want to hit this outside. I'm going to flip it over and the outside. What happens, it creates a plane in the middle for both to line up. Okay. And then with the snap, which I forgot the other one, the snap, hit either one. Okay, same thing for the other one, hit either one. that, and they'll line up in between. Okay. Now with the motion, again, we want to revolve, and we want to revolve around that way. Okay. Stop animation. Or another way you can do it. Okay, and it's not coming up this way, but okay. All right. So just again, make sure, I was checking my notes, is revolving in the correct location. And then we're going to say okay. All right. So now we're going to do is constrain this motion a little bit because, we move this and it's great, but it's going to pop in the wrong location. So we have to kind of constrain this part just a little bit more. All right. So we're going to come up to join. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to click on, okay, I'm going to have to revolve a little bit here. You want to click on this bottom surface, but now it's important. You just don't want to click on that surface. You see all these little points here? You want to click on that point right here at the edge. Okay. See that little point right there? Yeah. Make sure you go in the right though. Make sure this part's highlighted and you'll snap right there. Okay. We're going to have to do the same thing on the base. Okay, so let's move it upside down. Okay, close. And we want it on that point right there. Okay. Let me zoom out so you can see what's going on. Okay. But we want to make sure the head is correct. Okay. So you can either put under angle a negative 200, or I just kind of line it up. All right. Zoom in that way, and it looks good. Okay, so we're going to go under motion. We're going to do slide. Oh, sorry, plane. Okay, so it's not going in the right direction. So we wanted to go rotate on the X and Y, so no, it's fine. Okay. It's going around that plane, which is okay. So we're just going to head and say okay, it all snaps. So now if I grab this, it's going to go around just like that. Okay. You notice no matter what I do with this slider here, this head, I can't move it. But it does go back and forth. All right. Now to animate this, go to the crank here, right click, and you want to put in, I'm looking for it, always hides on me. It should say animate model. Okay. Let's try it again. Let's go with the rod here. Where is it at? That sometimes this stuff hides on me. Oh, okay. Go under joint. I knew I forgot one spot. Let's go with revolve right here and animate model. I was just under the wrong thing. And there you go. There is your completed assembly. Okay. Okay, escape to get done. And that's it. Move this in kind of a nice location. All right, save this. Important. to create assembly, we're going to right click, create a drawing from design. 11 by 8.5. Say OK. Now this is done a little different. Okay. Waiting for this to load. There we go. So there's our assembly. Let's make it a little bit bigger. All right, that's good. Say OK. Let's make let's go ahead and just make it isometric. All right, and let's double click on that so we can get it shaded. Just like that. Okay. Now to make an assembly, you're just going to come up here to table. Pick a point where you want your table to be at. I'm going to put this upper corner. And there's our assembly. Okay. Let's move this guy down. Okay. And let's just actually, since we don't need this anymore, let's go ahead and delete this. Okay, move this guy over. And then you can move these, oops, undo that. Okay, you can move these bubbles. Okay, just click on them and move them in the right location. So they're not on the schedule there. And then you can see what parts are what, how many do we need, what their name, we could put a description, and what they're made out of. Okay. So this is our assembly view. Okay. So of course you're going to save it and then turn it in. Okay. So if you have any problems, let me know, and I'll see you next time.